So welcome back, Nero Di Venere channel here. Today I'm here to show you how the preset for Lightroom, specific for street photography, specific in the evening and night, but basically you can apply this preset to any photo you like. They work. I want to explain how I made and what adjustment you can do to customize this preset for you. I have just a couple of images here to show you what happened. I'm not working all the picture, probably I will show you 2 pictures to see what happened, because it's enough to understand how I made this preset and how they work. Let's say, for example, I want to work on this one, so go to develop. Well, here you have all of the preset you are going to buy and download for me. And here I will show you, here I will show you what's going on in this area and what are the adjustments you can make in the future. If you're just a notice, if you're a Fujifilm user, so if your camera is Fujifilm, Lightroom make some preset color grading specific for the film simulation of Fujifilm. So that's why I named this preset with the same Fujifilm simulation. I'm not sure if, well, actually I know this can work for other brands. Let's say Sony, Canon, Panasonic, whatever camera it is, but I'm not sure what is the final result with this specific film simulation, because of course I have just Fujifilm. Just small things, I would show you how this film simulation are located, so you can change, you can see if they work, you can actually change something. This is just a notice, is not you're not forced to guess the Fujifilm to get the same result. Most of the time I've used this preset without change the film simulation in Lightroom. So probably even if you have Sony, Panasonic, Canon and etc. or Leica, you shouldn't have problem at all. Well, let me say, so here when you read across, that means they are, as you can see here, monochrome. Across plus means is a filter on a yellow channel. That's why probably is very bright here in the center. Then you just go on and you will see what happens. So just with the mouse over, you can see what happened, a preview if you apply this filter on your image. Let's say I saw before a filter I quite like, probably with this one, because orange and teal is one of the filter I use most to get the final result, because I like to get a good contrast between cold and warm color. Here I made a simulation of New York filter of Instagram, then some like and some blue. Well, let's say I apply this one. What happened here? So in the basic here, as you can see on profile, you can see profile missing. That means probably I shoot with one of my Fuji, didn't have the Eterna, probably is the X Pro 2. But as you can see here is work anyway. So what you have to do is click here, go to browse, and then you will see some camera matching. I don't know what happened with other cameras, but anyway, this is just a small color correction, is not the final result. I know, for example, the Velvia is very bright compared to the classic chrome, probably one of my favorite, is not very bright. Anyway, for this specific I'm going to shoot the Astia, because I like quite a lot Astia. You can choose someone from here, so Adobe Color probably is the filter I saw before, landscape, or probably your camera have other kind of profile. Let's say I'm choose Astia for now, so close. If you want to make some adjustment here, sorry, you can, of course. This is fully totally customizable. The most important thing I usually do on my street photography, especially in the night, I work on the tone curve, and as you can see, I make this kind of tone curve. So I'm going to open the black, go back a little bit in the dark area, and then match the white. Keep an eye on the histogram here. So if I go back here on the black, as you can see here, I'm going to close the shadow totally. But I think this works very good anyway. Another thing I do sometimes here, I move the blue more on teal. And as you can see, especially here and here. And of course, because you can see here, there is some peak. Let me say, press J, and you can see when the area is too much. So that means there is no information, the light is over. Two solutions. You can go here and try to recover from, let's say it's orange. But I think the main thing is go here to highlights and go back here. There we go. I can stop here. Another thing I do very often, so tone curve, color grading here, but I think the most important thing here is the calibration. Because as you can see here, one of the first thing I do usually in this case is pump the saturation of the blue here. Why I do this? Let's say I go back, see what happened, boom. He give them a little magic, a little saturation more. I don't know what happened here, but let's check again. This is with filter not applied, boom. Then you can change the other colors, but I think one of the most beautiful thing in this part is the blue. If your image is too blue, probably you have to recover this saturation, not 100%, probably 30-40%. Well, so I mean, of course, any picture is different. So for this picture, this worked very good, in my opinion. Of course, probably for your picture, if you see the blue, it's too much, just come here on the calibration and fix this. Other thing you can do, of course, this is totally up to you. This is not recording. I didn't record any gradient filter or radial filter or some brush in my preset. But of course, if you want, just go here. You can apply any filter you like. So you can actually open the shadow, make it this more bluish, interview on the hue, anything you want. Let me do another picture. Oh, this is a set, a film set I found during work, one of my walking into the city. So again, go to develop mode and see what happens if I apply, well, not black and gray, because it's not the best. I still with this one, probably is one of my favorite, but I remember the New York filter is another one I quite like. Let's see what happened with some preview. This is not bad. Probably they was recording something very contrast, because one light was deep red and the other was deep green, and I know one is the complementary color of the other one, so probably they have the troop of the register of the movie or the TV series. I don't actually know what happened here. Probably they need some very contrast color. Let's say, as you can see here, is again too much bright. First of all, this is the Pro negative high. Let me see if I can recover a little bit with some other filters. Probably works quite better. I don't think so, still here, so just like go down a little bit with the highlights, and as you can see here, we recover the white. Again, boom, there we go. Again here, the saturation of the blue in the calibration color is pump up. If you do the same with the other color, see, it's not the same. If I go back here again, I don't know, pump the saturation here, give a little bit of vibrance, brights. I don't really know why on this channel this happens, especially on the warm color. But if you stop here for 50, I think it's work a little bit better, and then of course you can apply any gradient filter or radial filter or whatever you like. Let me see, the curve should be more or less the same. You can increase the bright, of course, if you like, and again the color. Oh, another thing sometime I do here is the color grading. Well, not too much. This is the new version of Lightroom. I prefer working this way, so in the shadow I add a little bit of blue. You can change if you like more teal, or if you like more purple. These are the mid-tone. I stay more or less in the same way. Probably is better in this way. And then warm in the light, highlights, sorry. So this is totally up to you, it's fully customizable. This is another things I quite change with all of my picture. So a small recap: when you import your image, you choose one of this filter already done, and then you can go to change in the basic area here the profile, tone curve if you like more contrast, or if you want to do something between lights and shadows. The colors, so any single channel you want to work with. Then the color grading, shadows, mid-tones, highlights, and then I jump down here on the calibration. So if you make some change here, you can actually customize the preset on your of course it depends, picture by picture is different, so, and of course your taste is different than mine, and your style is fortunately different than mine, because this is make anyone different than the other one and more unique. So I really hope you will enjoy my filters, and for any further details, if you need to get some more I don't know, information, if you got problem, if you want to know something else, please contact me, go on my website, you can compile the form or just message me or text me through the shop you buy this filter. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Take your camera, go outside and get very, very good, amazing picture. Ciao.